This is the 15th video in the video series of Orbital Mechanics with Python. This one, I'm going to talk about spice files. So I'll start out by saying that I've only found one other person on YouTube that's kind of covered these, and specifically in Python and how to use them. So I'm going to be making a few videos about this just to kind of get that information out there. So basically what spice files are is they're standardized kind of ways to send Astrodynamics data between, say, people or companies. So they split them up by kernels, which each kernel holds a specific type of data. So this is what the SPICE acronym stands for. You can just read that. There's a bunch of different things that you can do and you can use them for. So some include Ephemeris, which I'll be covering pretty far in depth, which is just position and velocity, attitude stuff, coordinate frames, leap seconds, all that good stuff. So they come in binary and text format. So some of them you can't read, basically because they're in binary. So there's a bunch of tools that NASA has out there, which I'll show here if this ever loads. So there's these exe tools that NASA has where you can kind of read into them really quick. Basically, you can get kind of the gist of one of these files using these exe tools. And NASA provides these to the public, JPL specifically, so they're downloadable, and I'll show you how to use them. So the different types of kernels here that I want to show. Planetary constants, say like a J2 value for Earth, the Sun, leap seconds, clocks, instrument geometry, a bunch of good stuff. And then, so those are the text and the binary ones, which I'll show you what they look like basically. Ephemeris, orientation, planetary constants again. There's a lot of different things you can do. So, and then I wanted to make this section kind of just going off that last website. Because their file extensions are kind of just inconsistent with what the description of what these files have. So I just wanted to like make this table as a little cheat sheet to basically kind of just see what's going on with these. So I'll be using this a lot, the ephemeris ones, which they're in a folder called SPK, but then the actual files are .bsp. I don't actually know what the BSP stands for, but that's just what they decided to go with. So yeah, so this is the generic kernels. So go back here. This is where you can get all this data, and I'll post a link to it so you can find it pretty easy. But basically, this is where they post all the data. So say you want to get the trajectory of Apollo, you just go here, kernels, and then FK and SPK, where SPK is the ephemeris data. So it's just readily accessible if you're ever curious about that. And I'll get to a Cassini example here. But for the ones that I'm going to be using in the next video, I'm going to be making an example of how to plot the orbits of the planets. That's in the generic kernels. And here's all these data or folders, which are in this table basically. So I just wanted to make that table as like a little cheat sheet. Yeah, so in here there's SPK for ephemeris, planets. There's this, I downloaded this DE432.bsp, which has all of the ephemeris of the planets from 1949 to 2050. And then they have a lot of others that go to more time frames, but this is the most relevant for the kind of stuff that I've been doing. So I'm going to show an example for that. And then I want to get to these exe tools that NASA has. So the two that I have, this one, is I use Brief here. And then I'll post a link to this, but make sure whatever you're running, Windows, Linux, you get the right ones, because in this utilities, there's all the different options. So just make sure you're doing the right one. I'm using the Linux one because I'm using the Linux subsystem, so that's what I use. And Brief, and then Comment. These are both pretty useful if you just want to get to know what's inside of a file, which I'll show you how to use. Oh, didn't open this up yet. So in this folder, I added spice data and exe tools. So if you ls in the exe tools, the brief and comment are there. They're executable, so you can just call them really easily from the command line. And then if you ls spice data, I downloaded some of these kernels already, and then I'll talk about what this is a make file. I'll talk about that in the next video, how to actually use them in Python. But what I wanted to show here is if you just go exe tools, and then brief. So that's just calling the executable, and then say if you want to see stuff about the DE432.bsp. So what that brief does is just give you this information from the binary file, because if you just try to say look at this file, CT432S. You're just gonna get a bunch of nonsense that's not gonna make sense. So this kind of has it in a nice way, and this is all in text because I'll get to it in comment. So I'll just do that now, and I'll run it first without any flags because I know it's not gonna work. You need the flags, so you do a -R to read it. Basically, you can read the text basically of that file. So that's kind of all this stuff goes into the comments, which you can see there. So what this is showing is that this file contains all the planets, Ephemeris from 1949 and 2050. And these numbers here are their IDs, and then so if you do the comments, these are all the IDs here. So that's what's going on there. And those are just how you can use these EXE tools if you just want some quick data out of these. And then next I'll cover SpiceyPy. So SpiceyPy is a library that is it's a wrapper for a bunch of C functions where you can kind of do file I/O with these spice files. So then they posted a Cassini example. So basically, they have all the Python that you would need in order to be able to make a plot like this, which is the trajectory of Cassini around Saturn. So it kind of goes through everything that you need, all the files that you need here. Imports, there's SpiceyPy, import SpiceyPy as Spice, that's what I do. And just goes through examples with some good good comments in there. So because of that, I'm not going to be making my example out of this. I'm going to do something else, which is the orbit to the planets. But this is also another good example to kind of familiarize yourself with how the SpiceyPy or all the spice stuff works. That was it for this video because actually I didn't want to do any Python in here because of the fact that, as I said in the beginning, there hasn't been much out there on YouTube as far as how to use these. So I kind of want to just give more of an explanation of what spice files are first, and then I'll show you how to implement it, and then show you how to use SpiceyPy, basically. And then, yeah, I already said this a few times, but my next example is just going to be the orbit of the planets, kind of see how you can be able to do that. And then, so once you're able to know the precision of, say, the sun and the moon, you'll be able to do for the sun solar radiation pressure, and then for the moon and the sun, n-body problems to see how the gravity of other bodies will disturb your orbit because you have precise position data on them. So you know where they are. So you know what direction your acceleration vector is going to be. So yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know, again, anything too slow, too fast, and thank you for watching.